Do you remember me? I sat upon your knee. I wrote to you with childhood fantasies. Well, I'm all grown up now and still need help somehow. I'm not a child, but my heart still can dream. So here's my lifelong wish, my grown-up Christmas list. Not for myself, but for a world in need. No more lives torn apart, that wars would never start. Time would heal our hearts, and everyone would have a friend, and right would always win, and love would never end. Oh, this is my grown-up Christmas list. As children we believed the grandest sight to see was something lovely wrapped beneath the tree. But heaven only knows that packages and rows can never heal a hurting human soul. No more lives torn apart, that wars would never start, and time would heal all hearts, and everyone would have a friend, and right would always win, and love would never end. Now, this is my grown-up Christmas list. What is this illusion called? The innocence of a youth. Maybe only in our blind belief can we ever find the truth. No more torn apart, that wars would never start. Time would heal hearts, and everyone would have a friend, and right would always win, and love would never end. Oh, this is my grown-up Christmas list. This is my only lifelong wish. This is my grown-up Christmas list.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Rosette Valencia, dear friend of ACT. Very recently, she finished her graduation recital for her degree in Bachelor of Music in Vocal Performance at University of Santo Tomas Conservatory of Music. Thank you, Rosette, for opening tonight's episode with your wonderful music and for really embracing our craft and becoming an example of what an artist can share to our society. Salamat din sa iyong pamilya na lagi din naming nakakasama sa mga ACC events. Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat and welcome to a Christmas Chat with ACC. Ako po ulit ito si Clarice, ang inyong makakasama sa kwentuhan at kantahan. Ayan. Hello po sa inyong lahat. At syempre, in partnership pa rin po with CareMo. More than just care, family care. Timbang gabi na naman, Paskong-Pasko na ang simoy ng hangin sa Pilipinas. At iba ang saya ng Pasko sa ating mga Pilipino. Dahil kahit panahon ng pandemya, hindi pwedeng pigilan ang ating pagdiriwang. Hindi kayang pigilan ang ating pasasalamat sa Diyos na siyang nagregalo sa atin ng kanyang minamahal na anak. Ganitong diwa po ng pagbibigay, kami po ay patuloy na nagpapasalamat sa lahat ng nagpaabot ng tulong noong anniversary special namin last November 25 at nung first episode po ng A Christmas Chat with ACC noong December 9 para sa ating mga kapatid na nasa lanta ng mga bagyong Quinta, Rolly, and Ulysses. Maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat at pwede pa din po kayong magpahatid ng inyong mga tulong dahil muli lahat po ng donations na papasok sa account ng Diocese of Lucena Social Action Commission habang nagsistream po tayo ay mapupunta sa mga kapatid nating nasa lanta ng mga nagdaang bagyo. Donation details are flashed on your screen. It's the most wonderful time of the year. Isa po yan sa madalas naming kantahin tuwing nagkakaraling kami. Nakakalungkot nga lang po dahil this year we will not be able to offer you our songs personally in your homes and offices. We will be missing all the snacks, the souvenirs, the chats, but most importantly, your smiles. Every time we sing to you our Christmas carols. That's why nothing can stop us from offering you our music. So tonight, we will be launching another virtual choir presentation, another fruit of our labor, especially for you. Kahit hindi po tayo nagkikita-kita ng personal, sana po patuloy ninyong maramdaman ang pagmamahal at pasalamat namin sa inyo sa mahabang panahon ng pagtulong at pagsuporta ninyo sa Anima Chorale. At dahil ang unang gabi ng Pasko ay ang unang gabi din po ng Holy Family, ang mga kasama po natin ngayon ay isang pamilyang malapit na malapit sa aming mga puso. Mga kaibigan, all the way from Vietnam, ang family po ni Kuya Celo at Ate Joanne Maderal. Ladies and gentlemen, the Maderals. Hello, magandang gabi po sa inyo, Jen.
Good evening, Ate Clarice.
Good evening po sa
Good evening. Ayan. So magpakilala po muna kayo. Let's start off with, ayan.
Ako si Celo, ang padre de pamilya.
Ako po si Joanne, ang ilaw ng tahanan.
Ako po si Seth, 18 years old. Ako po ang panganay na anak at ate.
Ako po si Sean. Ako po ay 16 years old. Ako po ang pangalawang anak.
I'm Sam po and I'm 7 po.
At sobrang saya namin nakasama namin kayo ngayon sa Christmas Chat with ACC. Ayan. Okay, baka gusto niyo pong batiin ang ating mga viewers this evening.
Good evening po sa lahat ng mga nanonood ngayong gabi, sa lahat ng friends of ACC, sa aming mga pamilya na nasa Pilipinas at sa iba't ibang panig ng mundo. Magandang gabi, magandang araw, magandang umaga sa inyong lahat.
Ate Joanne, kamusta naman po kayo dyan sa Vietnam? At ano pong pinagkakaabalahan niyo ngayon?
Normal na yung buhay namin dito kasi na-control ng government ang pandemic. So yung numbers na makikita nyo sa online, mga imported cases, mga repatriated Vietnamese citizens tsaka yung iba mga professionals na bumabalik ng Vietnam. So, tuloy-tuloy ang trabaho. Nahinto lang kami ng mga 3 months work at home. Yun. Pero since May, hindi na kami nag-stop mag-work, pumasok sa school, kahit nagkaroon kami ng wave 2. Ngayon, actually, nagbanta yung wave 3. Pero normal pa rin yung buhay namin dito, especially dito sa province namin. We are 3 hours away from Ho Chi Minh City.
Nakapunta po kami dyan, right?
Sa Ho Chi Minh tayo nagkita.
Sa Ho Chi Minh.
Hindi pa dito. Kaya kailangan niyang bumalik.
Ay, yes! Oh, Sir Joel, balik na tayo. That's a very good news na po. Magandang gift yan this Christmas. Ano po? And since sobrang lapit na ng Pasko and this is one of the most awaited seasons, lalo na ng mga bata, tanongin natin ng mga kids, what is your favorite thing about Christmas?
My favorite thing po is the presents po.
Wow, the presents.
Receiving presents and giving presents.
Opo.
Wow, okay. Gusto ko din yan. How about sina Ate Sean at saka si Ate Seth?
Parang yun din po yung isa sa mga favorite things ko po about Christmas. And also the togetherness with families and friends.
Wow. How about Ate Sean?
One of my favorite things po is yung music na napapakinggan tuwing Christmas.
Yes, favorite din namin yan sa ACC. So, aside from, syempre, since it's your favorite things to do, most likely ginagawa niyo to every year, ano po, meron ba kayong mga Christmas tradition sa family ninyo? Or mga nakasanayan yung gawin every Christmas with your family?
Definitely putting up our Christmas tree is one of the traditions we always had ever since we were in the Philippines. And iba-iba yung design ng Belen namin every year. Yun yung project ni Daddy Stelo. So it's also one of our family traditions. Tapos exchanging gifts. Kasi
wow!
5 naman kami sa family, medyo marami-rami. So we're excited to exchange gifts every Christmas.
Tapos nagkakabukingan, no? Kung sino, alam ko na kung sino nakabunot sa akin. So,
may mga ganon.
Mga nagpipeak po sa presents sa Christmas tree.
Sino kaya yun? Okay, so you have your Belen making, ayan,
Yeah.
Christmas tree making, and naku, ang ganda po ng Christmas tree ninyo.
Nagsimula lang yan a few years ago. Sinamahan na namin ng pictures. Parang magandang tingnan na kami-kami rin yung nakikita namin sa Christmas tree namin. So, part na rin yun ng tradition na pag tinayo yung Christmas tree, dagdagan namin ng mga litrato.
Ang ganda kasi, as family, it's like putting the family at the center of the whole celebration. Ang ganda, ang ganda. Yan, nakatip na naman po ako kung paano maglalagay ng Christmas tree. Ayan. Since these are the things that you traditionally do, how is this Christmas different from the previous ones?
Dahil nasa probinsya kami, medyo nagbago yung mga preparations namin. Kasi kung before, we attended Misa de Gallo, we simbang gabi sa Ho Chi Minh City. Ngayon, very limited na lang yung time namin. So, for example, this year, Christmas is Friday, and since it's not a holiday here in Vietnam, kami makaka-short para maka-attend ng simbang gabi. We see to it na kapag na-meet namin yung mga friends namin sa Saigon, we prepared something for them.
To let them know and to make them feel na even though we are far from them, we remember them and we care for them. Even though marami kaming mga namimiss na happenings, na gatherings, parties, we are still part of the friendship and the relationships that we were able to build in Ho Chi Minh.
It's really being with the people who are very, very dear to our hearts that makes Christmas special. As Speaking of people dear to our hearts this Christmas, sayang di kayo nakauwi this year, no?
Yes. And our parents also, they were not able to visit us. It's like an annual thing, especially for my mom and for tatay and nanay. Na-miss nila yung Vietnamese coffee this year.
Ay, yes. Ako din po, miss ko na din po yan. Speaking po of tatay and nanay, hello tayo sa kanila, hello.
Hello, tatay. Hello, nanay. Tulukban, family. Hello, mama. And the boy and the girl. Joseph and
Papa Ben.
and Papa Ben in Muñoz, Quezon City. Papa Ben, Tita Letty, and Kuya Lawrence.
Yeah, hello po sa inyo. Sayang hindi kayo naka-aware. Di rin sila nakabisita dyan because strict pa din when it comes to traveling. Kuya Selo, Ate John, during this pandemic, ano yung challenge na naranasan ninyo sa family? At ano yung kahalagahan ng kasama ang buong pamilya sa panahon ito?
Si Daddy yung sasagot dyan.
Challenge sa pamilya. Siguro lahat ng pamilya dito yung nararanasan na masyadong kulong ang pamilya sa bahay. Parang minsan nagkaka-iringan, nagkaka-inisan, mas nakikita ang ugali niyo. Pero it's a blessing kasi mas nakikilala. At sana mas, hindi lang sa amin, sa lahat ng pamilya, sana mas makita yung kahalagahan ng pamilya. Kasi, di ba minsan pinapapili tayo, alam mahalaga, kaibigan o pamilya? Pamilya, nandito tayo sa pamilya.
Sabi nga, family is where life begins and love never ends. That should be the case for all families, including our family.
Sa nakikita ko at naririnig ko po sa inyo ngayon, even though you have experienced a lot of challenges this year, especially because of the pandemic, it's your family that kept you strong.
And sane.
And sane.
Huwag natin kalimutan ng mental health.
Tama. So, sobrang importante ng family ngayon. And just like how Jesus was actually born in a family, He was born with a family. And that's what kept him, that's what formed him to becoming the king who he really is. Dear friends, at this point, we would like to offer you a song which is very dear to our hearts. We may not be able to visit you this season, but with your prayers and with your wishes, we are hoping that this Christmas will still be filled with peace and love. Through our sponsor, CareMo, we present to you our virtual choir presentation. The whole ACC family, our present members and alumni, would like to say that even this pandemic will not be able to stop us from expressing our love for all your support and for everything that you have been giving Anima Chorale. And to the Maderals, Madam, maraming salamat po. Ayan. Ano po ang message na gusto ninyong iwan para sa atin po mga viewers? Let's start with Ate Seth.
Okay. So, gusto ko pong maghatid ng message sa mga kaedad ko po, mga like high school, mga freshmen sa college na I'm sure po na mahirap yung pandemic, especially po sa Philippines, kung saan hindi pa rin po natatapos ang lockdown. And I just want to remind them that even though we like better days, it is the difficult times that make us better at the end. So, kapit lang po. Merry Christmas to all of you.
Wow. Si Ate Sean.
I want to say, stay safe po. Stay inside, wear a mask, and don't go out only when it's necessary. And sana po hindi po kayo malungkot ngayong Pasko kasi may paraan pa rin po para mag-celebrate tayo. Merry Christmas.
And syempre, si Sam.
Merry Christmas po. Have a nice day at home. Merry Christmas po.
I really love the simplicity of kids. Talagang very pure. Ano po? Ayan. At syempre, kina mommy at daddy. Ayan. Kina Ate Joanne at saka Kuya Celo. What's your message po?
As nasabi ni Mom Clarice kanina, as Jesus was born to a family, with a family, sana po mas ma-feel natin ngayon ang Christmas in our families. Sana mas maging magkaisa tayo, mas maging mapagmahal sa isa't isa, mas maging maunawain sa isa't isa, mas maging mapagpasensya, and show our love first and foremost sa ating family. And sa mga pamilya po namin, maraming salamat po sa patuloy na panuntunan sa amin. Sana po, patuloy niyo akong ipanalangin pa para maging safe. Sa gayon, yung blessings na natatanggap namin ay maibahagi din po namin sa inyo. Maraming salamat po and Merry Christmas.
At sa akin naman, we keep you in our prayers and our thoughts also. The whole Philippines. Nasa mga panalangin namin, nasa isip namin, nasa puso namin. We feel you. Pero sa kabila ng pandemyang ito, tuloy pa rin ang Pasko. Lalo na't mas magkakasama ang mga magkakapamilya. So ituloy natin ang pagdiriwang ng kapanganakan ni Jesus. Maligayang Pasko po sa inyong lahat.
Yes, ayan. Thank you very much po. Talaga assuring that if you have your family, you can still have the strength to carry on. And there are people to remind you of the real essence of Christmas, which is, of course, sabi nga ni Ate Joanne, ang kapanganakan ni Jesus. Ayan. So, maraming salamat po sa inyong pamilya. It is such an honor to have you this evening. And of course, hindi niyo po na itatanong. Ayan, there is something in common sa ACC family at sa Maderal family. Ayan, ano po yan? Parehas po kaming mahilig sa music.
Yes.
Kaya naman, may surprise po sila para sa ating lahat. Ladies and gentlemen, singing all the way from Vietnam, the Maderals.
Nadarama ko na ang lamig ng hangin. Naririnig ko pa ang maliliit na tinig.
May dalang tansang pinagsama-sama't ginawang tamburin.
Pasko'y nadarama ko na. May tatalo pa ba sa Pasko ng Pinas? Ang kaligayahan natin walang kupas.
Di alita na
Kung walang pera, basta't tayo'y magkakasama. Ibang-iba talaga ang Pasko sa Pinas.
may simpleng regalo na sininong na sinilang para sa inaanak na nagabang.
Ang buong pamilya ay magkakasama sa paggawa ng Christmas tree. Ayan na ang barkada, ikaw ay niyayaya para magsimbang gabi. Ibang mukha ng saya, ang hinig ng Pasko'y nadarama ko na. May tatalo pa ba sa Pasko ng Pinas? Ang kaligayahan natin walang kupas.
Di alita na
Kung walang pera, basta tayo'y magkakasama. Ibang-iba talaga ang Pasko sa Pinas. Ibang-iba talaga, kahit saan ikumpara. May ibang ihip na hangin na di maintindihan. Mapapangiting bigla sa kung ano ang dahilan. Nadarama mo na ba, mo na ba, mo na ba?
may tatalo pa ba sa Pasko ng Pinas? Ang kaligayahan natin
Walang kumpas.
di alita na
Kung walang pera, basta't tayo'y magkakasama. Ibang-iba talaga ang Pasko sa Pinas. Talo pa ba sa Pasko ng Pinas? Walang kupas.
Di alita na
Kung walang pera, basta't tayo'y magkakasama. Ibang-iba talaga, ibang-iba talaga, iba-iba talaga ang Pasko sa Pinas.
And ladies and gentlemen, once again, let's give a round of applause to Kuya Celo, Ate Joanne, Seth, Sean, and of course, Sam.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, the Maderals. This season, having the people who are closest to our hearts, especially our families, definitely will give us a merry little Christmas. From the Anima Chorale family, thank you very much for being with us tonight. This is a Christmas chat with ACC. Good evening.
Siyahin ko ang Pasko sa pamamagitan ng pagbibigay ng regalo.
Sama-sama kumain kasama ang mahal sa buhay at pamilya.
Banding yung paggawa ng cake ng sama-sama.
Kasama ang aming bagong bebe Aya.
Pagmamahal.
Kumain ng magkasamang pamilya.
Kasama ang aking pamilya.
Makikipagkagapa ka sa pamilya.
Celebrating Christmas with the whole family.
Kasama ang aming
Pamilya.
Pamilya.
Pamilya.